Now, how many times I gotta tell you guys? Mikey loves sports. All four sports back at it again. And I tell you, I feel like I'm Nostradamus of the NBA. Without a doubt, the Denver Nuggets, like I told you, are a dangerous team. But what a game from a team that is still surprising me like the Phoenix Suns. I'm talking about the Utah Jazz and Donovan Mitchell. Let's get into the game stats and understand what the hell happened that made me almost fall over myself when we look at the play. First off, it was crazy. When we talk about scoring and key moments, even without a crowd, this was an exciting game. It shows basketball is a little bit different from soccer, a little bit different from football. I still think we're getting 70% of what we would get as fans in the stadium with this basketball here, and I think it's incredible what they've done in Orlando. Now back to the facts. Donovan Mitchell is a bona fide superstar now. 35 points, 8 assists, and 6 rebounds. He has been consistent for over a year. I thought he would be a best case Lewis Williams. Now I've been wrong. Slap me in the face. Don Mitchell is a surefire shooting guard on the team. And he's really proven himself to be able to score at any time, also be big defensively, and loves the key moments. Now, when I look at the rest of the roster, the other point that's making them successful has been the play. Yeah, the play. Lo and behold, people are not looking at it. Mike Conley pickup definitely has opened up the gap for Mr. Donovan Mitchell. The mastermind from Memphis who has had extended season work where he's been special for every team that he's played for, which has just been Memphis. Getting them to the playoffs when no one thought they could is showing itself here with the Utah Jazz. And it's just an extremely pedigree of thankfulness to have that kind of point guard on your team who's efficient. He doesn't over dribble, though he can dribble. He gets into the paint. He has a good shooting stroke. And he again has good percentages when he shoots. Also puts players in the right position. I would like to see the assists higher up, but they got so many playmakers on this team. And I'm not talking about flashy dash, crossover in the paint, no lookers. Guys that are efficient passers, just like the heir John Stockton. Put it in the right place and got the people scoring. I like Mike Conley. Another guy that they have used off of the bench who I think has also been special is Jordan Clarkson. You can see the play there. He has been the main sixth man and potentially be in the running next year for sixth man of the year. 19 points last night. He is definitely the breath that they need off of the bench to be able to propel them forward. He is going to be a key proponent to their forward movement as a team. I think Utah has done some great player movement work as well with the personnel. We're picking up Mr. Jordan Clarkson. I want to then go into Joe Ingles. He played 46 minutes, had 11 points, 13 assists. I mean, there's nothing more you can admire more than a guy who's supposed to be more of just a straight three-point shooter, excelling or expanding his game and getting into the nuisances of rebounding and playmaking. Joe Ingles, I think, has become a really the third option on this team after Mitchell and Conley. Clearly, even though Gobert has more points and is definitely the anchor inside, I think Joe Ingles is something special, and he has done a lot of work. I think for me, the third option on the Utah Jazz. But let me get now to the point. All this said and done, there's nothing more exciting than watching the Denver Nuggets right now. The player personnel movement there has been almost A+. If they would have picked up a point guard, I'm going to say it 100 times more. Dennis Smith Jr. was there. It should have been the play for them. They should have went out and got this kid. However, Mike Porter Jr., sitting him a year, letting him heal. 23 points, 11 rebounds. The kid has been on fire lately. A star is born. Thank you, Lord, for the Denver Nuggets. They have done well. Paul Millsap is not getting as many touches as he used to. However, I think he's going to play solid defense and then he's still going to give you 10 and 10 if need be. And I'm excited to see Paul start to pick it up from the drop-off. He may not have as many points. That's why I say 10 because there's so many players that can score now. Okay, they just don't have a true point guard in my opinion. Now, Jokic is playing the assist man, the all-purpose role, 30 points, 7 assists, and 11 rebounds. He is their number one option. He is their all-star. He still is. Now he has additional help, and I really like what I'm seeing from this kid, Mr. Jokic. Jamal Murray was definitely the deal breaker, right? This is what changed the scope of their games. Previously, they didn't have a guard to play on. Murray and Harris were out. Now Murray's back, and you can see immediately how competitive they are and how they're able to beat teams when they have one dog guard on the team. I'm not sliding Mr. Morris or PJ Dozier. They're good players, but they're just not at the level of Murray, and they don't have that creation ability yet due to experience. And that may happen because they've been getting a lot of playing time with the outage of Murray and Harris. So we shall see. But right now, Murray is the guy, and he's the guy that's turning them around. 23 points, a lot of key shots. He looks like the number one option down the stretch. So depending on the situation, it could be Jokic for a 2-pointer if you need 2 points, but it looks like Murray is the guy for the big shot man down the stretch. And I love what I see from the Canadian, a big time scorer since his young days. All right. Torrey Craig, solid. Jeremy Grant, again, I told you, another great pickup for this team from Philadelphia on the cheap. 6'10", long, athletic ability. Think of Stromile Swift, in my opinion. Improved his 3-point shot. He would definitely be in contention for an all-star position. He missed a key free throw at the end. I can't diminish that. However, overall, Jeremy Grant, Porter Jr., and if they can get Bobo going, that's my last guy. It's going to be exciting. So let me get to that. And let me give you an honorable mention to somebody that no one really notices, but is hard-nosed. He's kind of like the Kenneth Faried, Dennis Rodman of the team. Mason Plumlee, the athletic power forward that just rebounds and gets inside, and also has gained some handle from what I've seen. He has pretty good handle now. I like Plumlee. I like what he brings to the table. He's a key proponent for those tough games. He's going to be there. I love Mason Plumlee and what he brings to the table. He had 4 rebounds, 5 points. I would like to see more rebounds. I would like to see 6 points and 10 rebounds per game, even with the limited minutes he plays. But you can see 16 minutes and 4 rebounds. Hey, if you do the stat line, add another 16 minutes, yeah, he'd be at 8 rebounds, right? Another 5 minutes, he'd probably be at the 10 that was expected if he played Porter Jr. Minutes. Now, last but not least, I guess they're managing him, is Bo. I've talked about Bo many times, plenty of times, and I've said the Denver Nuggets with this kid are going to be extremely special frontline team. And he has proven to be special in the games that he's played. He was off tonight, obviously load management, and I think this is a perfect position for him. He doesn't need to play every night. They can load manage his whole career, and I think this is exceptional for him. It gives him the opportunity to be able to heal up that big, long body that takes a lot of pressure at his height from playing basketball. So he's going to have those chances now with this team on and off, and I think he's going to be the X factor when they get into the playoffs. Are they the scariest team in the West? Yes, this team and the Blazers are very scary. We'll get into the Blazers, and I'm going to do a segment only on Mike Porter Jr. and Bo. But right now, Denver Nuggets, as I've said millions of times with Bobo, Mike Porter Jr. are probably one of the most dangerous front courts in the league, if not the top. Off Work Sports, I'm going to sign off. Can Denver win the title? I told you to get Dennis Smith Jr. I'm out of here. Peace.